Well, today's Colorado trivia is Promise Ranch includes hippotherapy. What is that? This means treatment or therapy aided by a horse, specifically using the movements of the horse to provide motor and sensory input. Welcome back to Colorado and Company. You know, that is just one of the many healing and loving gestures kids are finding at Promise Ranch in Franktown. And here with more about the benefits of equine therapy, Sharon Tarish and also Rory, who I absolutely love. It's so good to see you again, Rory. She's a great girl. Colette and Mark Schuneman. Nice to see all of you. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us.
How's my little Rory doing?
Good.
Reach out, I want to touch you. Oh, it's so good to see you.
Good to see you.
I met her a few years ago here in Colorado and Company. So Sharon, take me through the gates of Promise Ranch. What do you offer?
So we offer adaptive horseback riding, also known as therapeutic horseback riding. That's for people with physical, cognitive, or intellectual disabilities. And we also offer occupational therapy and physical therapy, and part of that is hippotherapy. So that's a treatment strategy that, like you mentioned already, uses the movement of the horse, so the horse is the tool.
Very nice. And what do you think is so special about equine therapy? Why is it working?
You know, there's so many benefits. Physically, the rider develops strength, balance, improved coordination and flexibility. They play lots of fun games, and we do lots of different educational activities on horseback. But I would say the most special thing is really the bond between the horse and the rider, and it really is magical. And it might sound cliche or corny, but there's something special that really happens between the horse and the rider.
And it's amazing to see it, too.
It is, and you just can't put words to it.
Speaking of magic, in 2016, you have a lot of great things happening at Promise Ranch.
We do. One of the greatest things that just happened is we were able to purchase our own facility, and so that's enabled us to really grow our programs. So we've brought on a physical therapist. We'll be able to grow a physical therapy program. We're going to add more to our occupational therapy program, adding some outpatient treatments, including vocational training for people with disabilities, therapeutic gardening, small animal therapy.
Goodness, you have a lot going on. So what do you need the most help with?
We really need volunteers to help with lessons, grant writing, fundraising, horse care, and just we need that financial support because we really rely on private donations, corporate donations, and grants to be able to do what we do.
Let me give out the number here. If there's somebody watching and you want to get involved and just lend a helping hand, please call 303-817-6531. That's 303-817-6531. Miss Rory, how are you?
Good.
How old are you now? 8 years
9.
old. And how long have you been
9.
riding? Oh, you're 9. Sorry. How long have you been riding horses?
6 years.
7 years. 7 years? Oh, my goodness. And you're a really good horse rider, aren't you?
Yeah.
What's your favorite horse at Promise Ranch? Do you have one?
Paradise.
Paradise?
Yeah, she's my horse.
Why do you like Paradise so much?
Why do you like her?
Is she nice?
Yeah.
Do you have a good bond with her? You feel good with her?
Yeah.
Does she make you happy?
Yeah.
And at Promise Ranch, not only are there great horses like Paradise, what else do you like about Promise Ranch?
Well, I like riding her.
You do?
Yes.
And do you like the people at Promise Ranch?
Yeah.
Does it make you feel good?
Yeah.
It does?
Yeah.
That's awesome. How has riding a horse helped you? How does
Good.
Paradise help you?
Well, I brush her.
You brush her? And does that make you feel good?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes you smile, right?
Yeah.
Very nice. So, Mom, tell me a little bit about the changes. Rory's been going to Promise Ranch for 7 years.
Yes.
What kind of changes have you seen with her?
Physically has been the most important. Physically, she has improved with her balance, her coordination, just amazing with the balance, which has been a very big problem for her forever. So she is now walking independently without supervision, which is a big step for her.
Right.
Being able to run, it sounds like something that's minimal, but for a kiddo like Rory and for other kiddos that go to Promise Ranch, it's a big step to be able to say, my child can run by themselves.
What was Rory diagnosed with?
She was born at 24 weeks.
Okay.
So she was born 16 weeks early.
She was a preemie.
Extreme preemie. They call her a micro preemie.
Oh my goodness! And so that affected her motor skills to run, and the equine therapy has certainly helped her tremendously, right?
It did. When she first started hippotherapy at 2 years old, she wasn't able to sit up, roll, hold her own head up.
Goodness.
Nothing. So I had an infant at 2 years old. until we got her on horseback.
Well, thank goodness. And it's great to see her just happy and smiling and running around the studio. Mark, many people might not realize at Promise Ranch that you also offer therapeutic gardening. Why do you think that's important?
It's important for a lot of our clientele to become more self-sufficient, to learn a skill that they can actually help support themselves, and to get them more involved in the community so they're not isolated.
What's your hope for the future?
Our hope for the future, my hope for the future, our organization's hope for the future is for us to become totally self-sufficient, especially economically. That we were able to purchase the property, we still have those payments. And we've started a capital campaign, so hopefully we can retire that debt to be able to serve other people.
And hopefully people reach out and call today. Quickly, can you tell me about the veteran program?
The Veterans Program is in the making. Colette and Sharon have spent a lot of time on getting the groundwork for that in place. We still don't know exactly what that looks like, but we're seeing probably a May or a June start date for
That's wonderful to help our veterans too with
Absolutely.
therapy. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, and it was so good to see you. What is that? What do you have in your hand? Did you make this?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, and what is it?
A horseshoe.
A horseshoe, all bedazzled
one.
and blinged. And can I put my cell phone there and hold it?
Yes.
I love it. And this is for fundraising, right?
Yes.
Those are, the horseshoes have been donated by the farrier locally in Elizabeth, and we decorate them, and then 100% of the profits goes back to Promise Ranch. So it's another fundraising effort.
Well,
I decorated them.
You did? Right there, high five, baby. Woo, that's my girl. Okay, let me give out the information so they can call, help you out, and help with the fundraising. Promise Ranch Therapeutic Riding, located in Franktown, Colorado, is there for any children or adults with physical, intellectual, and developmental disabilities. Learn more online. Please check it out. Go to prtr.org. That's prtr.org. You can also call 303-817-6531. And you can also ask about donated needing items or even volunteering. And don't forget to ask about the horseshoe fundraiser. When